In the 1970s, maybe it was the 1980s, the state of Texas was having a littering problem. They really wanted to cut back on littering, and they looked at other anti-littering campaigns. There was one, Give a Hoot, Don't Pollute, and there was another one with a Native American crying or shedding a tear at the side of a highway. And apparently these weren't super effective campaigns, but the state of Texas wanted to give it a go. So they hired a marketing firm, and the guy overseeing the project, he carried around with him a photograph of a guy who he envisioned was his ideal or was his target market. It was a white male, maybe in his mid 20s, and he called him Bubba. And Bubba was who he sort of thought to himself, okay, this is the ideal polluter. This is a profile of a guy who's tossing garbage out of his window. And so he was determined to write this advertising effort targeted at Bubba. And he came up with Don't Mess with Texas. This whole idea of by polluting or by littering, you're actually you're messing with Texas. You're taking away the beauty of Texas. And apparently it was a really effective campaign. And I think that's just brilliant. He just really focused in on on the target market and spoke directly to Bubba. Don't mess with Texas. So I thought of Bubba yesterday. I saw this here, Maxwell House Instant Coffee, and made me think about Bubba. Made me think about how the people who marketed this really clearly had their ideal market in mind. Here, I'm going to read this to you as I put on my old guy glasses. We all know the tagline, good to the last drop. Well, I don't know about you. There's nothing good about this coffee. I don't know why I found this in my house, but I did. And look at how they have this one little line here. It says, good day start with a good cup of coffee. They don't say our cup of coffee, just a good cup of coffee. Well, I think we'll all agree with that. But look at their sales copy. It says Maxwell House Instant Coffee is rich and full flavored. Now that's easy enough to say, right? Any coffee manufacturer is going to make that claim. A true American classic. Okay, right. I see where they're going with this. That's nice. By drinking this, you yourself are a true American classic. Our coffee is packaged in a lightweight, in a lightweight, easy to open jar that closes tightly to help maintain freshness. Now they're starting to kind of focus in on their target market. Who's going to care that it's lightweight, that it's easy to open, and that it closes tightly? And they even say it right here. Look at this. A little glare on it. Let me get the camera there. But it says, you probably can't read it, but it says lightweight and easy to open jar. They're clearly targeting older people. Only older people that maybe have some arthritis are going to care that it's lightweight and it's easy to open. And that's really one of their main selling points. So maybe the people who oversaw the marketing for this really had in mind, or they clearly had in mind, who their target market is. And I'm not surprised that they're marketing older people, because I don't know many 30-year-olds that are drinking Maxwell House coffee, except for maybe some 30-year-olds on a camping trip. The 30-year-olds are hanging out at Starbucks. But who's drinking this stuff? American classics. Older people, they're American classics. Who cares about the weight and that it's easy to open? People that struggle with opening jars sometimes and find that they're too heavy. Older people. So good job, Maxwell House, on your marketing. Bad job on your coffee, but that's okay. Someone out there is clearly buying this stuff.